Hi everyone, and welcome to another week of online Storytime. I'm so glad that you're able to join me. I'm Miss Dana, I'm one of the youth librarians at the Fox River Grove Memorial Library. This week we're going to talk about space. But before we get started, I want to give a big thank you to Scholastic Books, Schuster, and Capstone publication, along with Miss Carole, for allowing us to use their materials during our Storytime today. So without any further ado, let's get started with our hello song. Hi everybody! Let's sing! Hello everybody, how do you do? How do you do? How do you do? Hello everybody, how do you do? I love you today. Slippers on today. If you like the color green, pat your knees. I love you today. Sing along. Hello everybody, how do you do? How do you do? How do you do? Hello everybody, how do you do? I love you today. Listen up. If you like dinosaurs, let me hear you. If you like ice cream, say yum. I like ice cream. Reese likes ice cream too. If you like rocket ships, blast off. Today. Let's sing it. Hello everybody, how do you do? How do you do? How do you do? Hello everybody, how do you do? I love you today. Great singing, everyone. All right, our first book is Peppa in Space, and it is adapted by Reika Chan. It's a sunny day, and Peppa is playing with her bouncy ball outside. George and his friend Edmund Elephant are playing with their space toys. They are pretending they are going to the moon. Mommy and Daddy Pig have an idea. There's a show at the museum about the moon and space. They all go to see it. But Peppa's nervous. She doesn't want to go to the moon. Will we really have to go to the moon? Peppa asks. No, Peppa, Daddy Pig says. We're not going to the moon. We're going to the museum. Miss Rabbit gives Mummy Pig 5 tickets. Enjoy your trip to the moon, Miss Rabbit says. Peppa's confused. She thought they were only going to the museum and not the moon. Then, Mr. Rabbit leads Peppa and her family to a rocket ship. Peppa thinks it looks real. Mr. Rabbit even puts on a helmet like a real astronaut, but Mr. Rabbit reminds her, it's only pretend. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! On the first stop of the tour, Mr. Rabbit explains that there are 8 planets that go around the sun. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Peppa, and everyone she knows, lives on Earth. Some planets are made of rock, some are made of ice, and other planets are made of gas. The next stop on the tour is a big room with the moon. If this was a real moon, you could jump over my head, Mr. Rabbit says. Gravity is what keeps us on the ground, explains Mr. Rabbit. It's weaker on the moon, so you can jump higher. Peppa is impressed. Mr. Rabbit straps everyone to anti-gravity rubber bands. Then they bounce high into the air as if they were on the moon. It's lots of fun. Say cheese, Miss Rabbit says as she snaps a photo. Moon cheese, everyone says. The tour is over, but Peppa still has many questions. Are there trees on the moon? She asks. No, Mr. Rabbit answers. Are there any cars on the moon? No, Mr. Rabbit answers. Are there any moon shops? Peppa asks. No, Mr. Rabbit answers. That would be silly. Peppa, her family, and Edmund enter the moon shop. Welcome to the moon shop, Miss Rabbit says. The moon shop sells many things. Daddy Pig buys a piece of moon cheese. The moon is tasty, he says. But the moon is not made of real cheese. It's made of rock. Miss Rabbit holds out a photo. Here's a photo of the piggies on a moon with an elephant, she says. Everyone giggles. They like pictures. Peppa, George, Edmund, Mommy Pig, and Daddy Pig all had fun day at the museum and in space. The end. All right, so the next we are going to sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, and we're going to sing it 2 times. Are you guys ready? Got to get your fingers out for our twinkly stars. Ready? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. All right, one more time. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Great singing, everyone. Our next book is Peppa, Please Get the Moon for Me by Carle. All right. Before Monica went to bed, she looked out her window and she saw the moon. The moon looked so near. I wish I could play with the moon, thought Monica, and she reached for it. See, she's in her room. No matter how much she stretched, she couldn't touch the moon. Peppa, said Monica to her father, please get the moon for me. You ready? So, Peppa got a very long ladder. That is a very big ladder. And he carried the very long ladder towards a very high mountain. Then Peppa put the very long ladder on top of the very tall mountain. Oh, he's getting high up in the sky. All right. And up, up, up he climbed. Whoop. All right. Finally, Peppa got to the moon. My daughter, Monica, would like to play with you, said Peppa. But you are too big. Every night I get a little smaller, said the moon. And when I'm just the right size, you can take me home. All right. And indeed, the moon got smaller and smaller and smaller. When the moon was just the right size, Peppa took it. And down, down, down the ladder he climbed. Here, said Peppa to Monica, I have the moon for you. Monica jumped up and down with the moon. She hugged the moon and threw it in the air. But the moon kept getting smaller and smaller and smaller until finally it disappeared altogether. Then, one night, Monica saw a thin sliver of the moon in the sky. And each night, the moon grew and grew and grew until it was all whole again. The end. All right, next we're going to sing another song. And this song is called Put Your Finger in the air. Let's get to... Are you ready? Gotta get your fingers ready. Okay?
Put your finger in the air, in the air. Put your finger in the air, in the air. Put your finger in the air and wave it around up there. Put your finger in the air, in the air. On your knee. Put your fingers on your knee, on your knee. Put your finger on your knee, on your knee. Put your finger on your knee and help me count to 3.
Are you ready?
1, 2, 3. Put your finger on your knee, on your knee. Now, I don't know why, but let's reach up for the sky.
Jump way up to the sky.
Down. I don't know why, but let's reach up for the sky. Down. I can't tell you why I like to reach up for the sky. Down. But let's give it one more try. Up, down. Put your fingers in the air, in the air. All of them up there. Put your fingers in the air, in the air. Put your fingers in the air and wave them around up there. Put your fingers in the air, in the air. Down. Up. Down. Down.
Ooh, she almost got me.
Did I catch you?
She did. She's so tricky, that Miss Carole. All right, we are going to read our very last story. It's called The Night the Stars Went Out by Sue Hughes. All right. Once there was a tiny alien with a very big job. Alien was a star shiner. Every night he kept the stars shining. Alien took his job very seriously. Maybe a bit too seriously. Alien never took time off to do anything fun. And he didn't have any friends. Every day he shined and he shined and he shined. Shining was all he did. But one night, something disastrous happened. What do you think might have happened? The stars went out. Oh no. Did I shine the stars too much? Alien wondered. He tried everything to fix the problem, but nothing worked. Alien was desperate, so he called the star hotline. They told him he needed a magic star varnish, but the varnish was only sold on a faraway planet called Earth. Alien changed into his best human disguise and set off right away. It was a very long trip. When Alien finally arrived on Earth, he learned something interesting. On Earth, aliens float. Alien hadn't planned for this, and he got himself in a bit of a tangle. Oh, he's stuck in the tree. Help me! Alien kept yelling and finally got the attention of a young boy and his dog. Hello, can you help me, please? Alien asked. Sure, replied the boy. Alien's mustache was itchy, so he ripped it off. I'm Alien, he said. I'm George, the boy replied, letting the balloon go and kindly tying Alien to the string so he wouldn't float away. What brings you to Earth? Alien explained the situation, feeling sadder by the minute. George listened carefully. When Alien finished telling him about the problem, George says, We can fix this. Come on, let's go to the hardware store. Alien didn't know what a hardware store was, but he was willing to give it a try. At the hardware store, George knew exactly where to find the magic star varnish. They wasted no time stocking up. They got lots of bags. Do you want to play with me for a while? George asked. Alien wasn't sure. He needed to get to the stars to put them back on. But George had been so helpful, so... Okay, Alien said. Alien couldn't believe how wonderful it was to play. He never had so much fun. They giggled and giggled and giggled and giggled. Alien felt strange. His body felt light. He couldn't stop smiling. He was so happy. Then something extraordinary happened. The stars came back on. How'd you do that? George asked. I didn't, said Alien. You did. You made me happy. I didn't need magic star varnish at all. I just needed a friend. Let's promise to stay friends forever, George said. That way, the stars will never go out again. And together, they're still keeping that promise. The end. All right, my friends, we are down to our last song. But before we get started, I'm going to have Reese, who's my cameraman, roll over. I told you guys that we were going to check out our caterpillars, and we actually moved them from their caterpillar habitats where they were really tiny, and I don't know if you guys can see them. They are now all in their chrysalises. We have 10 of them, and they're hanging from inside the butterfly net. They should be cracking out of their chrysalises in a few days, or possibly the beginning of next week. So we're excited to see the change there. So with that being said, we are going to sing our goodbye song. If you have your own instruments, feel free to bring them. Otherwise, we are going to sing our goodbye song. Are you ready? Skinnamarink-a-dink-a-dink, Skinnamarink-a-doo. I love you. Skinnamarink-a-dink-a-dink, Skinnamarink-a-doo. I love you. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening underneath the moon. Skinnamarink-a-dink-a-dink, Skinnamarink-a-doo. I love you. You sing. I love you. I love you. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening underneath the moon. Skinnamarink-a-dink-a-dink, Skinnamarink-a-doo. I love you. I love you. Yay! All right, everyone. I cannot wait to see you again next week. Take care. Bye.